Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghostmutt Gaming with me, Christopher. We're back with Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition and my first playthrough of the game. Last time we managed to build the Dream Builder together with Neil Sander. And I subsequently went into this door over here and got into a dream where we were confronted by various visions, etc., and heard, I don't think we ever saw her, but we heard Puzzlewell. And for some reason, after that little experience, the game hasn't updated me at all. Like, my questline still says, find Ravel Puzzlewell, with Loader telling me to go to the Civic Festival. My journal only says that I've finished Dream Builder, and the key unlocked the door to the dreams, and etc. Apparently my character didn't think it was important enough to actually jot down what happened in the dream, so for some reason we apparently think that this was wholly unimportant, and that to me is a bit weird and also isn't really helpful, because what the hell do I do now? I went to talk to Keldor. He gave me a token, the Godsman token. By the way, I have that as living proof that I am a believer of the source, but I'm still not allied to aligned to a faction, so don't know what's going on there. But we went into the secret project room, which appeared to be a cannon, I guess, but apparently something can also be used for like mining and stuff, so might have some friendly uses, maybe, but not much else. We didn't get to sort of dive deep into it, because we had, was she an engineer or just the foreman or something? Yeah, she told us some things, but not that much, and I believe that I went and talked to the other engineer, because Neil Sander, he's just gone. He doesn't exist anymore. I don't know where the hell he went. But Bedalin is one of the engineers. So if we ask her about the project, and she can't really tell me anything else about that, which is again a bit odd, because I know what it is. So it's not like you... It's not like you have to hide it anymore. I know what it is. We can be friends about this. So at this point in the game, I have no idea where to go. Literally no idea where to go. I have like one or two slightly dubious ideas, which probably won't pan out into anything. And I haven't been looking up anything about where to go, but if... the things that I've been thinking about doesn't, make anything happen, so to speak, I am gonna have to, because as I said, I don't have anything in my quest log for this, and I don't have anything in my journal for this. If we make a search for like Dream, yeah, it's only that one. If we do, oops, remove all of that. Let's have a bit of, no, come on, Puzzlewell. So, okay. Ocean Before the Storm, in Lothar's Library of Skulls, Tommy Taylor, Very Puzzlewell, and Night X, etc. And a Silent Prostitute, we've already done that. Let's go to the very bottom here. I have unlocked the puzzle box, but that's not puzzle. Okay, fine, Puzzlewell. There we go. And yeah, we've gotten the blood from there. We already know sort of, I think, everything we had to know in the brothel. Okay, and indeed Lothar suggested to talk to someone in the Civic Festival, which I guess is Quell. I mean, could I be wrong about this? Is it not Quell, or do I need to give Quell more candy? Is that a thing? He's gotten some candy, but maybe he wants even more candy. Do I know where there is more candy? I don't know. But I had one idea. Since I apparently didn't want to write down what it was that Puzzlewell told me in the dream, I think, trying to remember, she told me I don't exactly remember the words, but sort of find me in the dream. But I don't know if she was talking about my dream or her dream or a dream, someone else's dream. But I thought to myself, you know, when do you dream? Well, you dream when you sleep. So we could just go and talk to Keldor here, because we can rest here. So what if we rest? So far, I haven't seen any evidence of anything happening when you rest, but maybe something happens. Let's give that a look. Yes, I would like to rest. And that doesn't work, because apparently that really doesn't trigger the loading screen for sleeping. So okay, that's out of the that's out of the picture then. The second thing I thought about is actually going to talk to the advocate again, because maybe by this time he has been at the sensorium and talked to his daughter Dionara, or not talk to, but had the experience. So why don't we go check with him and see if that's anything we can do anything with. And other than that, okay, well, can I find any other candy for Quell? Is that a thing that I can do? By the way, can I use this as an exit? I think that at some point I open up the ability to actually use sort of any of the city's exits to fast travel. Yes, I can. Cool. So we don't have to go to specific exit points while in the city, or the upper levels of the city. Not the same when you go down to... oh, we have ghosts, or shadows. Not the same when you go down into, like, the place where Farad was, etc. Then you have to actually go through the whole damn thing. Right, Mr. Advocate, have you been to the Sensorium? Okay. Greetings. Questions. You don't really seem to have anything to say here. One of this journey died. Okay.
Updated my journal.
There we go. I don't think I asked her about that. Yeah, if you're not able to recover her body, how do you know she died? Well, it is most curious. I went to the Dustman to see if they had found her body, and they directed me to one of their faction outside the Dustin Monument. A Dustman named Death of Names, I believe. He is said to be an oracle of sorts concerning those who have died. He told me my daughter had died. And I like that one of my options is, I see. Tell me about this fire. What? I guess it's said over here something about a fire. I mean, I don't know that there was a fire, but just that's a weird thing to say to this. Okay, well, nothing much more about that. What about the advocate, etc., etc.? Council, well, okay, no. Is there anything I can open up here? I think that this is just the same over and over. Okay, no, there's nothing here. What did I think about that? We remove this and go to the bottom. Yeah, told me she was a member of the Sensei, said that she was very young when she died, and that she had died following a man she had met on a journey. Her body was never recovered. Didn't we already know all of this? Huh, that's a bit odd. But okay, yeah, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. So it is with a big shame in my heart, and I'm gonna have to Google what the hell to do now, because as it is right now, I don't think I can progress. And I do realize that this game is... oh, Diligence, is that person I've talked to? Maybe. Yeah, I do realize that this game does absolutely not hold you by the hand. That is for damn sure, but... as it is right now, I've not been given any clues whatsoever what to do, and since there are so many people to talk to and so many places to go within the city where you can, you know, find things out, it just feels like a really hard task to come up with exactly what the solution to progressing is. So yeah, really sad, but I'm gonna have to go and Google a bit. Well, we are back inside the advocate's house. See, I was correct, but also I have missed something. Again, I've been a bit silly, and I missed something that I should have been paying a little bit more attention to previously, and that has to do with the dodecahedron. That thing, the thing that I got before. I thought, after having read guides, that the legacy that I unlocked with Ianis from Dionar, that was the legacy that you're supposed to unlock, because I got the stuff from that legacy that the guide told me about, except for one item. And while looking at the dodecahedron, there is an option to show more dialogue choices, and one of them has to do with another legacy. And I have been back to my stash in my hotel room, and I went there and actually looked at that. So if we go talk to Yanis again, ask him about being an advocate and about legacies, we can see here that we indeed have a legacy. So the number on this occasion is 51AA, and that is extremely old. And are you certain? I hope that it wasn't one of the ones that was burned. Well, how old is it? Well, several decades. I mean, that sort of sums up one of my previous incarnations, I guess. Well, what about the burned thing? Well, this office was the target of a senseless act of vandalism. A year ago, we had a break-in here at the office. The vandal's sole desire seems to be to burn my legal documentation. Much was lost, a shame really. Sigil can be quite wearing on a person's faith. The vandal only damaged certain documents, irreplaceable. Any chance that that was one of my incarnations that came and did that just in order to actually destroy this thing? Well, why don't you go and have a look and see if it actually does exist? Well, of course, it will take a moment. I shall wait. And, well, fortunately, it was unharmed by the fire. All the articles are safe. And indeed, can I collect it as I am the beneficiary? Of course. Sign here and on the dotted line, and there we go. Well, there we are. That should be the last of the paperwork. Here are all the items that were in the vault. One looks like a foundry receipt, though quite an old one to be sure. Did the deceased have something commissioned at the foundry? Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. And, that might just be possible, and I don't know why I'm asking about the foundry. I've been there, I am a godsman, but sure, whatever. And, okay, fair enough, and also a whack of copper. And the most important thing here is the Godsman receipt. Because, yeah, you'll see in just a moment. We also have a kaleidoscope eye, and now I'm beginning to wonder if I am even more silly than I first thought, because I did not pick up this before, and I read about it, and I must have forgotten that I didn't pick it up. I can do a chromatic orb with this if I want to. What do I have? I just have an eye. Obviously, no, I can't have this. What? Oh, good. I'm not good. Have not figured out how to change my alignment, by the way. I am true neutral right now. I've heard that it might have to do with my allies. I mean, we have Mort. He is good, chaotic good. We have a lawful neutral, a chaotic neutral, and a lawful neutral. I want to be evil. Damn it. We also have a stone gullet of Lafal the Gross. A unique artifact, permanent +1 save poison and resistance to acid. Is that useful? I mean, I guess. Let's just use it. I mean, why not, eh? So we have that. I will, of course, save this for now, but this receipt, this is the very, very important item that I need. Right, here we go. Bloody hell. Wish that the game could be a little bit more clear about whenever you can do more options in the dialogues, etc., etc. Because, yeah, had I only seen that option, I would have been good to go, but I wasn't, so here we are. It's fine. I'm just happy to be on my way, because, yeah, don't really have much else. In watching some guides, I mean, I know that there are a couple of things that I could do, just dotted around, nothing connected to the main the main quest.
I'm gone.
Or yeah, the main quest. But you know, a couple of things here and there. I'm just not gonna do those because I haven't really found them myself. I'm just gonna chalk it down to not being observant about it, or other specific people, etc. Mr. Nadlin over here. You know what? For once in my life, I actually do have an item to pick up. And do you have a receipt? Yes, I do. This thing is over 100 years old. How do you come by it? Well, apparently I left it to myself. Do I want to say that? No, I'm just gonna go for it was in a legacy. I see. Quite a catch you made. Here you go, lad. Treat this metalware well here. And indeed I will. So a whole whack of experience. That's kind of nice. Are people leveling up soon? I mean, you should be leveling up, I hope, soon. Well, I say hope. I want you to level up soon because I want more healing. But we have gotten a curious iron work. And apparently I actually don't... I'm not good enough with the lore to handle that. But didn't I... Did I store that? Well, that's annoying. Okay, fine. We need to identify that, and I don't have the thing with which you can identify. So let me just go and do that real quick. And actually, I was about to go all the way into town, and I just remembered that Keldor himself, he does this sort of thing. So, identify that for me, please. And that, my friends, is an unfolding portal. A shimmering piece of filigreed metalwork that you picked up in the Great Foundry. Looks almost gauzy. Sharp edges protrude from it. You have no idea where it goes right now, but it must be important if you commission it for yourself. All you need to do to activate it is to find the proper key. And wouldn't you know, I actually have a bloody handkerchief. Here we go. So you unfold the shimmering metal and immediately it begins crackling with life. It begins forming itself into a metallic circle, hovering in the air. And there's something in your possession that has activated this portal. You get the feeling that you probably ought to make sure you have everything you need. You might not be back in Silur for a long time. You know what? Keldor, my main man, didn't you have... No, you didn't have any potions. I say potions, but I mean healing items. You know what? Now that I have a healer, it's gonna be fine. Sure, it's gonna be fine. Right, step through the portal, and we are in Ravel's maze. Here we are. Okay, well, this episode just got interesting. Why don't you start detecting traps? No idea if there's going to be traps in here or whatever the hell we are going to find in here. But we are going to have ourselves a cutscene, that's for damn sure. Oh, only a smaller one. What are you?
Literally.
You are Trigids. Fine.
What's up?
You guys... Oh, Mort, by the way. Mort has new teeth. A +1 teeth, so you can actually hit things, which is just lovely. Oh, Dakon is taking a lot of damage. How bad are you? Near death. Cool. And everyone can just join in. The fun. Wabam. Nothing too bad. But we have more. But we can cheese the game a little bit by simply not moving forward. Oh, come on, Mort. There we go. Everyone, go up and hit. Hit. Yeah, you can hit me. That's fine. I can take it. Okay, so we have these enemies. Cool.
I'm gone.
Can we see any more of them? Nothing right now. Does this look like the dream I was in? Don't know. Maybe a little bit. Like, slightly. Okay. And for some reason, I definitely thought that, like, ooh, the maze is obviously going to be, like, a part of the city somehow. So I was expecting, like, houses.
Sure, why not?
This is not what we found. This is not at all what we found. Right. Hit it. Oh.
Damn.
Taking a bit of damage, but nothing too bad. I actually have a fairly nice amount of health. 86. Quite large for a mage. But that's my fighter heritage right there. Oh crap. Right, just go up so we trigger. No, only the one, thank you. Yep, there we go, thank you. Even though
Right, Chief.
they're not that difficult, but you know, there's no reason to put ourselves in a dangerous position. Let's just run up to this one though. Oh, did I just walk through a trap? Bloody hell! God damn it! I think I did walk through a trap. Yeah, there's traps here. Good thing that we have a
Why not?
good thing that we have a bit of a thief.
Disarmed it.
Go, good job. Yeah, there's absolutely more.
Disarmed it.
Are there even more? I mean, I do have some suspicious looking stones over here. There is a... Can I get out? I did not think that I would just be able to just walk out. Puzzlewell, you want to get out? There's a portal right here. Huh, that's interesting. I'm almost almost curious to actually just leave. See if it works. Okay, we have 2 on this occasion.
All right.
If you would just move back, everyone can attack except for me, who will actually do a spell. I shall do some magic missile on you. Deal a bit of damage right there. Then we'll all go up and whack at it. There we go. Right.
What?
We absolutely need trap detection in here. That is for damn sure. We have more of these. What are these anyway? They seem like tree trunky
All right.
sort of a thing. Oh crap. Oh, no, it's all good. There we go.
What you be want to know?
I still haven't figured out if there's AI in this
All
game,
right.
so you can sort of have trap detection turned on immediately.
Why not?
Still haven't figured that out. Right, there
All right.
absolutely are more traps here. Oh, did I thought it would be connected here, but apparently it wasn't. Okay, fine, we'll figure it out. So I'm gonna assume that there are many portals in here. There are very many portals. Okay, fine.
Huh? Sure, why not?
Mort, go up ahead, take the first hits. I do enjoy that they are actually always going for me eventually, which is annoying in some ways,
Done.
but fine. Okay, just slowly going through here. Might be that the portal down below actually doesn't go, or rather leave or exit the maze. It might be that that portal goes somewhere else now. Could be the case. Wouldn't know. Okay, I'm gonna assume that there are... Okay, there's a trap over there. That's fine. We'll go... Oh, 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 oh. Enemies, enemies.
What good is
Mort
done?
again, and actually Anna as well. So you two go up ahead. Whack, 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 whack. So, oh, fall from grace is taking damage. That's a bit annoying.
All right.
But she can heal.
Yes.
Actually, let's do our first heal here. So a regular cure light boost. There we go. Nicely done. You know what? Screw it. Throw spells. Whabam. That did quite a lot of damage, to be fair. But they are doing damage to us. Okay, not that much, to be fair again. Do we... I know that that is a trap. So that's
I'm gone.
fine. Okay, we are... Okay, so we're coming around here. Fine. Oh, don't run forward too much.
What's up, Chief?
You can move forward,
I'm
but
gone.
not me. There we go.
I'm gone.
Now we can attack. And he's immediately gonna change
Back
to
to work
me.
we go.
In knowing
Bloody
the
hell.
teachings of Zerthamon, I
Oh.
have become stronger.
Hey, we have leveled up. You are leveling up mage. Oh, I almost forgot that you actually are a mage. And maybe I should have given him some level 4 spells before we left. Oops. Should probably have done that. Should
gone.
probably have done that, but it's fine.
Aye, what?
I mean, I could try and leave the maze
All right.
to see if I can. You know what? Okay,
What
fine.
you be want to know?
Fix that
Why
first.
not? Disarmed it.
Good.
Done.
You know what? Let's see if I can exit. It would be hilarious if I can actually exit this via this portal. What does it say, by the way? It doesn't say anything. Can I exit? I cannot exit. Oh, that is actually just a portal up here. Entrance to the black barbed maze. And if I take this one... Oh! I am now up here. Okay. Fine. Whatever. So, we absolutely cannot get out. Fine. You got it right, Ravel. You can't get out.
Alright.
Oh, crap. There's a trap right there.
Might as well.
Oh, and we have more enemies. That's
Still okay.
okay. Let him come up to us and attack. Wow, yeah, some of them get hurt a little bit more than others, aren't they? That's cool,
I'm
though.
gone.
Whoop. That was close. That was a bit
I'm
close.
here. Why not? Disarmed it.
Don't run too fast forward.
Alright.
Check. Got it. I'm very suspicious of this little rock right here. Very suspicious of this little rock. But it seems to be fine. Cool. Let's go up and deal with the trap up here, if that's the case. Because do we get
What?
experience
Right.
for traps in this game?
Disarmed it.
It doesn't say, so I guess we conclude that no,
Alright.
we don't. That was the trap that we saw before.
What you be wanting now? Right.
Let's deal with that one.
Done.
Then come down here. Question is, can we rest here? Would be nice if we could. Right, attack, attack, attack.
You see that?
Good job, Mort. Good job, Dakon.
Aye.
Good job, everyone.
I'm
Right,
gone.
keep
Black
going.
barbs covering these trees are quite fascinating.
Uh-huh. You have anything you want to say about that, perhaps?
Yes.
Tanari, about your name, art, etc., etc., weapons, blah, blah, blah. Okay, never mind, you don't want to talk about
Alright.
that. You just wanted to mention it. That's a bit of an offhand remark. Fine, whatever. Ooh, hello. You're curious. Am I to assume that this is Ravel already? Well, that's even more curious. Huh. Did I find her so fast, and where the hell are you going? Okay, so she's just loitering about here. Uh-huh.
I'm
Well,
gone.
let me take care of all of these weird things before we talk to you.
Damn it.
And I guess the question now is going to be whatever solution... Oh. Did you just respawn? Do these keep spawning? Well, it seems like they did here.
Ready.
Does that mean that I can grind levels in here? Nah, I don't want to do that, but okay. But yeah, is there possibly a friendly solution
Job good is
here?
done.
Like, are we gonna fight her? Because she's said to be powerful.
Alright.
She's said to be powerful. So, do I want to attack her
Aye.
at
What?
any point in time? Is that going to be a
Might as
thing?
well. Disarmed it.
I'm
That
gone.
is a curious question. Right, can I venture asleep? And where the hell was sleep again? Here. Too dangerous to rest. Okay, fine. Let's hope that we don't have to fight her too much. Hello, Ravel. A plump, hook-nosed crone. And doesn't look much like a myth, outfitted in a simple, if dirty, brown shirt and leggings with a number of pouches hanging from her frayed belt. She seems oblivious to your presence, more concerned with the tangled black roots woven together from the floor of the maze than anything transpiring around her. Which is weird, because I've been running around this place and she should have noticed me. But okay, let's study her for a while. A tangle of jagged grey hair juts from beneath the crone's hood, spreading down her shoulders like a mass of twisted grey roots. Sickly blue-grey flesh hangs and loose, falls from her face. Her narrow chin, long and sharp, juts forward in an extreme underbite. And two filthy yellow canines protrude from her lower jaw like small tusks. And I can't just attack her, that seems bad. Ravel, hello. She probably noticed me now. And she actually has voice acting, which is appropriate because she does seem to be a fairly important character. Yes. And indeed, the voice is thick and scratchy, as if trying to force its way past layers of dust. Her eyes are a dull bloody red with black veins running through them like tree branches. As she gazes at you, a strange crawling sensation passes through you like snakes burrowing beneath your skin. Hello! Oh, that's a healthy amount of experience.
Have you returned at last? You were gone so long. I feared you forgot poor, lonely Ravel.
I can say that indeed I did forget, or how could I forget? I missed you. That's weird. Where did that come from? But you're yourself in a place that would be difficult for me to reach. Come now, do you not wish my company? That seems to be from a previous incarnation, but that's odd. This paints a picture that I had some familiarity with her, like more than I would have expected. I mean, I already know that we obviously had some form of connection. That has been evident for some time, but that I would say that I missed her and that she has hidden herself. Have I spotted this? Somehow I want to go for this because obviously this seems like the more elaborate answer, but I'm not entirely sure where this came from. But okay, fine, I'm gonna go with it. Just as I said, it's the more elaborate answer. And such sweet words. You already are knowing the answer of your asking, my precious man. I scattered clues like caltrops, and those were my means of guiding you to my garden. I feared it was you who had forgot Yeah, I'm getting weird feelings about this. I have returned to you at last. What do I mean by that? Are we now assuming that the Lady of Pain did not mace her, but in fact this is her place, like this is where she lives for now? Maybe the myth is that she was placed here by the Lady of Pain, but in fact she chose to go here? Curious. Well, have you, but what has returned? And she squints at me. Let Ravel see how you've fared in this life. And she reaches out as if to caress you, and you suddenly notice her fingers are talons, each fingernail filthy and wickedly sharp. And I can again attack her, but no, I'm gonna play along here, because yeah, it seems as if our encounters before were probably a bit more friendly than I expected, to be honest. But sure, she can touch me. Her ragged talons trace their way across your skin, and in their wake you feel the same strange tingling sensation you felt when Ravel first looked at you. Her eyes dim somewhat, and her talons slide gently along the contours of your face, lingering on your scars. And I'll wait. I can touch her. Do I want to touch her? That seems like something I don't necessarily need to do. We're just gonna stand there and poke at each other. I hope it doesn't turn into something sexual, because that is not a picture I want in my head. But, okay. You know what? Why the hell not? Let's go for it. Your hand touches Ravel's cheek as her talons caress your face. Oh, is this gonna be like Dionara or something? If that's the case, that's odd. No, hopefully not. And instinctively, you mirror her touch. As her talon drags along your left cheek, your fingers drag along hers. Her eyes close and yours follow. It feels strangely familiar, and we do have a memory. When your eyes open, it feels as if all the colors bled out of the trees in the maze. Everything is featureless, dusty, dead gray. Ravel's eyes are still closed, but as you watch, they slowly open and she smiles, a sad gray smile. You feel words rising to your lips, echoing something you have said in the past in a different place, on another plane. Well, it's said that you are the greatest of the Grey Sisters, Ravel. I have traveled far to reach you, so yeah, we are getting somewhere here. And no, it does not seem as if she is Deonara, just FYI. She nods but slowly, too slowly, as if you are in a dream. But why have you traveled so far? Your need must be great, yet you seem to have brought nothing that would interest me. You must pay for your services. My need is indeed great, and my currency is this, a challenge. Perhaps an impossible challenge, one I fear is beyond even your abilities. Oh, will it be the question? You echo the words and you feel the manipulation, the subtle twist designed to pull Ravel's strings. Her eyes blaze a fairy grey in the dream memory, and the grey that is eating the landscape seems to ebb from her features. There is nothing that is beyond me, foolish man, nothing. Pose your challenge, I will hear you. And my echo continues. Death waits at the end of life for all men. I need it to wait for me no longer. Can you do this, beautiful Ravel? Oh, she's not that beautiful, but whatever. The vision clears, the grey bleeding away from the maze until the color resumes. Your hand still cupping Ravel's cheek. Her eyes are closed and she sighs. You withdraw it slowly, and after a moment, Ravel's eyes open and she's giving a rasping hiss. Yes, indeed. So, are we good?
My journal.
Her finger withdraws and she looks at you sadly. Oh, sad, sad, broken half-thing. All the pieces. She squints at you again. No longer the one Ravel knew, are you? Are you still broken after all this sad, sad time? What do you mean by... Well, we know what she means by broken. Haven't we been here while we've been doing all of the things? A body you possess, but a body of knowledge you do not. And indeed, she points at my chest and my scars. Many as such scars you have, all are scrawled on your skin. Many tales does your skin tell. So yeah, tell me a bit about that. Your scars and tattoos shout to me. Here's a man in confrontation with the world. And yes, such tales as world shrivel even a hag's ears. Okay, but please tell me. The tales are many. They echo balance imbalance, trials of war, battles with fiendish elements, and a creature that feeds on others from afar to sustain itself. And of torments. Such torments flesh has never known. Ah, Planescape Torment. And okay. Let's start with the balance imbalanced. Divided in two you were, when your mortality was peeled from you. No longer balanced, much broken in the separation, both a blessing and a mistake, but more mistake than blessing, Ravel thinks. Okay, is there going to be a copy of me somewhere, like the evil me or something? And where did I get that from? That it was her? But okay, fine. Forgotten the how of it I have. Have I? And she dims for a moment, and black veins swimming in her eyes. And even if I remembered it, I would never do it twice. Not forgotten in the moment have I, after the break. Seeing the pain stream from your veins, your cries like a wailing child, every bit of your being filled with emptiness. Terrible even for these eyes. So, that might be the cause of me feeling quite hollow, because indeed my mortality is gone. Mortality. And as I said, we already know this. We know that she sort of... Well, the tale has been that she stole my soul. So if that is still the truth, yeah, we sort of already know that, because we don't have a soul, we can't actually die. We just keep being, we just keep reliving our life. Okay. So the other tales then, the trials of war. Great trials of war, much too much to be borne by any mortal things. What kind of war and where? This war touches all, my precious half-man. There is no place where its caress is not felt. Did it touch you? To this, Ravel says I. Okay. Could be the scars then, perhaps. And indeed, the final one, I guess. No. 4 things. The fiendish elements. 2 fiends, but heads, and their tiny heads filled with the ideas of how the planes should be, yet can never be, or the planes they would be no longer. That seems... They seem important. Yeah, but what Okay, well, okay, fine. If she doesn't want to tell me anything more, I don't really get that one, no. And what about this creature then? No base hungers do you feel, but far, far more terrible ones boil beneath your skin, and such a cost. What hungers are we talking about? You know, not? What? Okay, not the nature nor the cause of these hungers, but heed this. Coming events cast their shadows before them, my precious half-man. There is no saying of what these events will be, not even with Ravel's eyes. Okay, so what else? Yeah, the torments. What are the torments?
Updated my journal.
A lodestone pulls iron to it, and so do you, my precious half-man, but it's not iron, but tormented souls. As others suffer, they are drawn to you, and your path becomes theirs. And she's doing a sweeping gesture. You do not see them in the eyes of those who have traveled here with you. So what about my companions, then? Do you wish to explain, Gith? Talking to Dakon. Vows may prove tighter than any chains know. The manacles of a race once enslaved, now a slave again. So is this where she is going to address like the companions that you've chosen? Because I do know that there are more than these, but yeah. And he's silent, but the blade that he carries shifts with her words. And it darkens, and the sharpening the Karak itself seems to carry a horrible malevolence. So indeed, watch your words. And the shattering skull. We're gonna finally find out what Mort is all about now. Okay. Are the crypts enough of a shield for what lies buried inside your brain box? Why speak truths when lies suffice? So what do you mean here? The abyssal temptress. Well, she just flatly ignored my question there. So now is fall from grace. A skin so fair, lips so rich, eyes that might cause you to forget Ravel herself, and yet she suffers, more than any other. But one turns on their nature, many are the torments that arise, when one turns on their nature, many are the torments that arise from such a betrayal. And Ravel, I have come to terms with, you lie, succubus. You lie. Do not dare lie to me when your heart is a book to me. Every word you spit screams of your torment. Okay, well, you know what, Ravel, hold off on all of this, but she has to do Anna for sure. Now look upon the feasted tiefling, such fiery hair and voice, bearing her rose and yellow teeth here. Shall I speak of your torment, tiefling? And she is basically paralyzed. Yeah, she is not the most provocative person when stuff like this goes down. And indeed, her heart is probably beating quite fast. No, I shall not speak of it. She almost feels exhausted here now. Grown tired of cruelties and torments Ravel has. The world is a jagged enough place. And indeed she turns to me. And my precious, precious half-man, for you, the greatest torment of all, life forevermore. Can it be life that cares for you as Ravel does? And apparently she gnashes her yellow tusks with a horrid clacking noise. Lovely. Once so brave, so passionate, so terribly lost. Sad, sad. Okay, but why did you do it? Rather, I would assume, why did I ask her to do it? Because isn't that actually what happened? And I do want to know about this. A puzzle of bone and skin were you, always intriguing, and the most beloved of all who came to me, petitioning, requesting, pleading for help. So hard to see a past the scars to dig up the man who once was underneath. So can you tell me about that? Who was I in that occasion? Because I've been others since, probably, and maybe even before. Shadow with substance, seeking that which casts light. I know you more and know more than I know the nature of any man. Cross paths have we, a man tainted with undeath, still feeling the pangs of separation, and an old withered crone now all imprisoned. And indeed, what are you talking about, the crossed paths here? Well, seems that were a meeting for the first time. No, not. She's going on with the knots here. And not at all an echo of a future meeting this is, or a past meeting, depending on which way time is facing. Indeed, we seem to have echoes in the past here. The now and then, very similar. So Tangled, the now and then is both mirrored in each other. Once and again, you come before me with a problem, to challenge me for a solution to an impossibility. Well, it was you who said that nothing was impossible to you, wasn't it? Beautiful, ungrateful, beloved man. So indeed, what impossibility have I asked you to solve? She doesn't seem to have heard me on this occasion. She's probably just reliving past memories here. Such fire in your eyes, enough to stir a grey lady's heart. Passion to be free, but when freed, the fire in your eyes guttered out. With the separation, your life has shed all meaning, I fear. And again with the fangs. Mayhap you should sit on your hind legs and limp your forepaws. Mayhap Ravel will give you another scrap of knowing. Oh. Probably don't want to beg her. Do I want to do that? I mean, it does feel like we've been through a lot already, making our way here, so... Ooh, this feels like an important choice, actually. Okay, you know what? No. I've already decided way back that my character would be a little bit... on the haughty side, so basically a bit full of himself to a degree. So no, I actually won't beg for you, but I will ask, and you will hopefully tell me. Well, as it ever was for you, you would not bend your knee to me, my precious man. Well, I still have questions. Well, more questions do you have? But you have already asked so many. This time for my question is now. Okay, fine, ask me then. Know this and know Ravel's law. If you do not answer my questions, no more of your questions will I answer, my precious man. Step lightly with the answers, or the asking shall tear you apart. Okay, fine. I'll consider your rules fair on this occasion. I will know why you traveled here with the others. No, not the place they were traveling to. And indeed they have chosen, and I can say who would not want to travel here to meet with you, beautiful Ravel. If the opportunity does life provide for such a meeting, they wish to see if the tales of your power and beauty were true as I knew. That's not really correct, at least not the beauty part. I'll simply state that yes, indeed they chose to walk this path. Chose? Well, that's a dangerous word. Is it so? It is so. Well, is it a choice gift, is it? Or is it a matter of two skies? And again, back with Karach here, etc., etc. And doesn't actually say anything. And indeed, don't ask them, ask me. And skull, 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 Mort here. Your expression is difficult to read without the skin wrapping, but I feel you fear from me. Coming here was not your choice. Well, I didn't have anything better to do, except to go on one of the latest mazes and meet one of the evilest creature ever to set foot in Silius, so I said, sure, why not? Be quiet? Ooh, here we go, Mort coming to life. Like the hells I will. I think we've listened to this crone rattle her bone box enough, and now she's got some pair of stones, saying I haven't got any skin. So what if I don't? Obviously, the fact she has skin has done wonders for her looks. Does she think I like being naked all the time? And another thing, and I'm just gonna cut him short here. And the succubus, did she have a choice? Mayhap in her smooth-skinned mind of soft silks and hard truths, maybe choice. But no, a sensate must experience all, and to refuse to come, not a sensate would you be. Still no choice. I mean, guess that's in a way fair, but she's almost sort of asserting that she did not come of free will, or rather, well, actually what she's saying is that being a sensate removes your free will, because if you are tasked, or not tasked, but if you are given a choice, or rather, no, not given a choice, given an option to sense something, you have to do it. If you don't, you're not a sensate. I don't think that that's necessarily true. I mean, it would be weird if sensates couldn't just say no to a sensation. That's a little bit too simplistic, I think. And again, back to Anna here, the fiery one. No choice at all. When you feel instead of think, there is little room for choice. And she again doesn't really want a response, but she's probably afraid in her boots, so to speak. Well, okay, more questions for me, maybe. Well, there will be time enough for you to speak, my precious man. This question next: what do you feel for these that have come with you? Do they matter in your heart? She smiles. Or are they tools for your will? And indeed, I actually will say that indeed they are. That they do matter to me. And I don't exactly know why she would ask this now. And on this occasion, I spotted bloody show more button here. But on this occasion, it actually didn't reveal interesting things. Okay, so I can say that they matter, and that would be like the very open one. I can say tools, but no, they're not tools. And I can sort of hold that personal. But I don't know why I would not give her that answer. Don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go for this and see if that actually leads to me being able to actually answer. Well, thick and stubborn as a Githzerai. That is yet another question, but the answer shall cost you nothing on this occasion. My answer is because I wish to know, no other reason. Okay, fine. They do matter to me, especially Anna. Even the Gith. Apparently, she has a problem with Gith. Speak what it means to you and say it true, or blanketing my garden he will be. And indeed, he is an ally and I know him. And in that, I can tell that he is indeed my friend. Aha! Ooh, she may not have been expecting that answer. Well, what of the skull? Surely he matters not to one such as you. Well, let's see here. Ooh, I can say I hate him. And I do like that all of these are truth. Oh, did I have another one for Dakon? Maybe I did, but I like the answer that I gave there. Well, I don't trust him yet. Seems to know much, but he is careful with what he shares. That is a truth statement, yes. But we're not really touching on the matter part here. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, I mean, I like him. No, I'm gonna say here, I am honest, I don't really trust him yet, and I have another reason, obviously. In my crypt, we literally had a message from an old incarnation telling us not to trust the skull, so yeah, I have very good reason not to trust him, but doesn't mean I don't think he matters. Well, curious, curiouser, and curious her. Quite the puzzle box you are shaping up to be. What else lurks in the dark places of your mind? And I indeed hide nothing. Ah, and there's a core of it. The abyssal temptress. Does she rise above the merely carnal to you, or is she something else in your eye? She does indeed not say anything. Well, she's sizing up Ravel for weaknesses, though. Good job. Good job, do that. And ooh, we're getting some lies here. And indeed, speak, precious man, but have a care with the words you fall, or where your words fall. So I can lie to her, and I can say that Ravel is beautiful and that she doesn't compare, and or I can be truthful about that. Could fall in love? No. No. I don't really like any of these, to be honest. But I guess we have to go with this one because it sort of fits in with what we've been saying so far. I'm not going to say that as a truth statement, however. I guess that Ravel will call me out on this one. She might actually be really, really good at calling out lies. But I'm going to try and go for this one and see where it goes. And, so if I were to strike her down, snuff her infernal heart, you would not stir. I mean, it's not that simple. It's not like I don't want her to live. No. I will retract that. Contrary man, bloody hell me. And which thoughts are rattles above in your skull now? And indeed, she sort of... I mean, she didn't call me out necessarily, but she did see my bluff, I guess. Well, I apparently did not know what I said, but enough of a death mine or another, at least several lifetimes. Okay, well, she's gonna go with Anna as well. And obviously, again, we can say basically the same thing here. Or I can say I fall in love with her. I actually want to go for that one because we've already been there, so to speak. I do not hate her, obviously. Company, I'm gonna say that. Let's see what Anna says about me saying this. And so be it. Nothing more than that, apparently. So my next question. And strange feeling she does not want to hear the answer. Why did you wait so long to return to me? Ravel grew lonely without you, precious man. Well, first of all, it's been really difficult because my journal didn't, because I didn't write down in my journal the things that we have uncovered about this whole Caltrop candy candy path that you've led here. It was actually really, really difficult because I was not thorough at all. Indeed, the way to this place is difficult. Efforts have been made to ensure you have little company, and many were the trials I forced to undertake in order to stand before you. And also, I totally forgot about the fact that we were at any point in time, in cahoots, I guess. But okay, I'm just gonna go for this because this feels like a little bit like I'm trying to butter her up here. Your answers, your words are soothing, have not been heard in such a time. They stir even my black brambled heart. No matter where your memories be, your charms remain, pretty thing. No. It is your charms that persist. Ooh. Of charms, enchantments, beguilements, all these Ravel have mastered. Yet, there is much it seems you could teach I. Okay, do you have more questions then? Well, yes, here we go. To the crux of everything. The third and last question is this. And as you open up her mouth to speak her final question, you are suddenly gripped with the terrible realization that this final question has murdered many others to whom it has been asked. You know what it is, and you feel it welling up within you, and you feel compelled to ask it. And indeed, we have the question that we have been seeing a lot of times. What can change the nature of a man? And apparently fall from grace, level up. Cool.
What can change the nature of a man?
And indeed we go. Okay. Oh wow, okay. Oh, this could go badly. I hope I don't have to do everything again if I die. Alright, what do we have? I don't know is probably not the right answer. Possibly love. Love can indeed change men, and hatred can absolutely change men. I mean, all of these can change men, yes. Age would be a very, very poor choice, because obviously. And I don't think that she's talking about, like, the visuals, but okay, fine. Age also can change who you are, I guess. And indeed, on this occasion, ooh, that is a good one. I like that one. She did change my nature forever. She split me in two, basically stealing my soul, and since she did that, I was indeed changed. Huh. But also, she's not really talking about me specifically, I guess. And I'm not gonna go for that one, that seems. And I guess... I like that one, also, that we can actually not change the nature of a man. Kind of like that answer as well. And also sort of agrees with, reality. That generally speaking, what limits people is never... rather, we are basically who we are for the most part. But we are generally limited by things that are out of our control. And if those things go away, we are more able to actually live out who we are. And... for most people, if we do that, we will live out who we are and the nature of who we are. So I kind of like that answer. But I'm sort of curious about this one. Because that is indeed very, very true. I'm gonna go for this one, I think. I'm gonna go for this one. I don't know. I have no idea what's the correct answer here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. And that is your answer. And indeed, be certain before you say... I don't know if that... Is that a hit? Well, I can't do anything, so... I mean, it's not like I can retract here. Well, It is not, might not be your answer, Ravel, but it is my answer. And that is all I wish for, my precious man. A simple answer, and in the end, many of the men have laid low while they sought my answer. Ha! More fools they! Well, is that it? Countless times has the question been asked, and not once did the pathetic shells who come before me answer with their answer, but always sought to creep inside my mind and find what I thought. There is no truth in that, and that's, okay. I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. Well, I also apparently don't really believe her. And I don't think they could have ever answered you true, even if it was true to them. Yeah, she might have saved that question for me specifically. And apparently she falls, suddenly and strangely silent. And indeed, you never cared about any answers other than mine, ever, did you? Yet you still asked the question knowing that no matter what the answer they gave, they would die by your hand. And of course your answer was the only one I sought, for you were the only reason I asked the question. Do you think I cared for them? Huh. Do you think I even cared a fraction of the amount for them that I cared for you, my precious man? Answer me that. Well, I am through, so now, rather, I am through answering questions, so you'll answer mine. Well, okay, so why did you? Why did you make me immortal? And it is what you wanted, Sealing, and indeed I already figured that out. So I don't know why my character didn't, but whatever. And you asked so sweetly. Now how could Ravel say no to one such as you? Immortality was your solution and your challenge to me. And there we go, a solution to what? I'm trying to rack my brain here. What have we been reading about me that would make me want to seek immortality? I mean, surely it's not Deonara, right? Maybe? I don't know, but okay. Yeah, why? Why? Well, I don't know, Seedling. Why you call me Seedling now? Time has chipped away at my memories as well, it would seem. Seem? If you remember, tell me. I'm curious myself. It must have been something important. Isn't it in the nature of a man to want to live forever? Well, Dakon goes, only what lies on the other path carries greater pain. That is probably a bit true. And it is very important, and do you have any idea why I ask you to do that? Death was a thing you needed to dodge. An easy thing to say, mayhap, but to do, it is not. Immortality, even with its flaws, was the best solution these withered minds could untangle. But lead is not easily exchanged to gold, but it is possible. Thought the unwise, Ravel. If water can be drawn from blood, mortality can be taken from a mortal, peeled back like a sticky film. I mean, those are not even remotely similar, but whatever. Sure. So, you pulled it off. And the gulf between man and unman is great. You traveled the distance, I provided the means, but you crossed on your own. She slaps her head and rakes her hand through her hair. Bad Ravel. Mortals are too flawed to be made to last. Still, they break. They must be dragged kicking and screaming into an unhealthy new mold. Okay, so what's unhealthy about this? Shortcuts must be made, and they can break the molded, for it is not always the mold that breaks, but the substance poured within it. Force something into a shape it was not meant to be, and it breaks. I thought the material was a stronger stuff, but you have been broken. But I am also immortal, so in the end it must have been a success. Well, you have survived long, Immortal One, but you have become the prey of the creature that is life. And the body is but a hut for the soul, but now no one dwells in your hut. So, yeah, what went wrong? Puzzle flesh broken, beautiful, beautiful mortal man. The ritual was not a finished thing. Oh, okay, so it got sort of cut short. The ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the cost. The casting of shadows, the quite violent deaths of the mind, the painstaking emptiness, these things are dangerous are in such a fragile vessel, no matter how strong a mortal man. Regret them and the ritual do I. So yeah, okay, casting of shadows, you said. And are those the shadows that we've been fighting now? Ungrateful shades, but ungrateful without cause. The shades, they hate you, nameless ones, for they are fathered by you. Your children, once forsaken, they will never forgive. They will do everything they can to destroy the parents. Such is the way of children. Well, not all children, surely, but sure. So indeed, how do I father these shadows? Oh. What's going on now? Well, we have one shadow here. Uh-huh. More shadows. So we're gonna have to fight many shadows, or what? Or did they just say hello? Uh-huh. You cast shadows on existence, nameless one. With every death, a shadow arises fresh from the fields of your flesh. They are wander for a time, but always they return, looking to murder their parent. Such is the way of many offspring, and thankless young men such as yourself. So, back to the ritual. And the ritual gave what you wanted, etc., etc. So, the quite violent death of the mind. And I'm gonna be very sorry about the length of this video, but I do want to get through this, obviously, in one take. So, 1,000 deaths, and you recover from each. Not so the mind. The mind is much more fragile. Its scars run deep and do not heal. The brain is encased in a hard bone shell, difficult to breach, but with no defense against that which eats it at it from within. So again, back to ritual. And indeed also the painstaking emptiness. What about that? You have a hole where your mortality once lay within your shell. Is she sort of forgetting words even? She's been here a while, hasn't she? And rattle, rattle goes the hollow man, a baby's plaything, but not but a tiny stone that clatters and clacks in your frame. Okay, so again, many problems, yes, but it did work, right?
Journal.
So do you doubt Ravel? Of course, I delivered on what was promised. Not long after the spell drew to a close, I killed you to see if it had worked. You struggled so, but I kept my grip tight. And watched you die your first of many deaths. Then was I learned in its flaws. Ego enwraps us like a prison. Forget I did that it oft times serves as a shield. My pretty thing, there is much wisdom and understanding in the truth that life is a preparation for the ultimate goal, death. Our life is a means by which we learn how to die. If we forget to such things... So indeed, I did start losing memories. Yes, unfortunate, without the mortality to hold such memories tight, the shell a body is. And indeed, you took the mortality and... What am I asking if it's intact? Well, okay, I guess we're seeing mortality now as a, if not physical thing, but then at least an actual thing here. And she's a bit surprised and alarmed here. Yes. Fear not for a broken mortality if you are here, talking at me, intact your mortality must be. Such a thing cannot not be destroyed as long as you exist. They are an anchor of your mortal soul. As long as you are intact, so shall it be. Made to last are you, and for life swallowed you and spit you out. It swallowed him, but I don't know if it came out of that end. So, again, basically I'm growing a bit weary here. You took my mortality from me, and it's caused more harm than good. I would take it back now. You've had it over long, I think. Ah, you make a demand, she says. And indeed, she's baring her fangs. No. That, Ravel, I will not do. What is undone cannot be done. Well, I do tire of you a little bit here. I'm not gonna challenge her about killing her. We're not gonna fight her if I can avoid it. So why not? Why can it not be unmade or made? Maybe I should say. And she cannot give such a thing to you, my precious man, for Ravel has nothing to give. I never possessed you or your mortality, though I wish to keep them both in my garden as selfish affection's keepsakes. Trace the patterns of your flesh, but such things Ravel could not bring herself to do. Why not? Yeah, you loved him. Aha, you loved him, you did. There we go. And I called her out. And a low white smile. Is that so hard for you to believe, fiendling? Does Ravel, being Ravel, and thus a myth, not deserve to carry such a feeling in her black brambled heart? No creature is undeserving of such feelings, Ravel, says Grace. The histories do not paint such a compassionate picture of you, however. The past is past, and history is correlated for us speaking the truth of it. Indeed, it does, especially since she's been almost turned into myth by now. The feeling brushed me, yes, and now hold your silvered tongue. Abyssal daughter, I need not your soft words to cloud the air here. The man and I shall speak, and you shall bow out of this. I shall attend to you shortly. But yeah, if you don't have my mortality, where could it be? Well, I don't know, sweet thing, but if I were you, I'd get it back quick. No telling what horrible things someone could do to you if they held your mortality for ransom. It would be like holding someone's sweet, succulent soul. A puppet dancing on someone's strings would you be, and a most sad puppet too. Know where it is? I do not. Okay. Well, it would have been too easy for you to know where it could have been found. Okay, indeed, another hunt. Or, hold a moment. You say you don't know where mortality is. Do you know someone who does know where it is? So yeah, we are probably going for a hunt, but let's see if she can actually guide me in any way, shape, or form. She smiles horridly, her tusks gleaming. Clever you are. Yes, there's another who might know the things that Ravel does not. Who might that be? It's gonna be the Lady of Pain? I don't know. A fair-skinned one, must you ask? An angel, a diva. One who soars on the wings of morning, and with his hands is the architect of horizons. He lies beyond my keeping, in another cage, in another prison. In his knowing is the knowing of what you wish to know. Ask him your questions, listen to his answer, use them as guides. So where could I possibly find this angel? And that is 180,000 experience points. That's cool. Right, in leaving this prison, can I? To another cursed prison will you arrive. They may not appear as much to casual glances. Step lightly and find the golden link in the ever-shortening chain. The light shall give the dark of the matter, and a new path shall open to you. Okay, that is indeed extremely cryptic, but thanks nonetheless. And of the past I am not held to particulars. You are fortunate to receive anything, oh caustic one. Okay. Well, okay, what am I saying here? It's just that the chain of who knows what and where they are never seem to be the smooth series of links. They do not indeed. And might have other questions though. Okay, I've already gone through all of this. Can I ask about you? Ooh, there we go. Oh, we can do this, I guess. Yes, as a final thing. Well, Ravel am I, a maker and breaker of puzzles, a solver of what cannot be solved, a mind raveling and unraveling until the threads of thought are tied up like knots in a drunken man's hair. It is enough it is. But what are you? What about this night hag business? Night hag? I am but a woman who sorely missed her beloved creation. Some have named me Crone, Grey Lady, Yaga Sister, Night Hag, but myself is my name, Ravel. Ravel of Puzzlewell, providing conundrums to decipher and laying impossibilities low. But many things are said about we Grey Ladies. A race are we night hags, but an individual am I. Some calls us evil of old, stalkers of mortal dreams, the kindly ones, ugly hideous things whose homes lie in the dark places of men's minds. And yeah, okay, her eyes narrow here, but that means nothing to me. What would one such as you call one such as I, pretty thing? Well, I could say that she's beautiful or that she's ugly. Do you want to go with the truth here, or lie to her? I'm gonna go with truth. She is indeed vibrant and sharp. Do you think I care for such truths? A hex on inner beauty, no matter how long it may last the flesh. Think you ugly, am I? You're not ugly. Yet ugly I need not be, pretty thing. My shape is but water to my will, and I may reweave its fibers to a more pleasing tapestry. She glances as far from Grace. Ooh, she's gonna...
I feel stronger.
Oh, she basically took... I was hoping that she wouldn't just kill her. Okay, she's melted into fall from grace. Is this shape more pleasing? So cultured and breathtaking. Come, my precious man, my lips do not burn with abyssal torments. Lay your lips upon mine. No, 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 that is not what we're gonna go for. Resume your form, please. Mayhap, is it the rougher woman that you crave, the one of passionate fire? Mayhaps it is her that whets your appetite? No, 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 stop this. Stop impersonating people, it's not cool. So now she's Anna. Is it the rough-edged woman you crave? And the one for whom age has not yet tempered her passions? And come, caress my lips with your own. No, 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 stop it. There we go. Now you're back to you. And in a blink, just twisted back to original form. A difficult man to please, are you? Pah! I wonder, why? What? And wonder, do they, why there are no maids of our kind? Okay, well, more questions. I'm not gonna ask her what else she's been. So what is this place anyway? And it is a maze of lifeless stone it was, featureless. But a small black seed was wound in my hair when I came to this place, and it grew strong amongst the stone, flourishing, until it ran thick through the maze like my unraveling hair of a crone. And so this maze of another becomes my garden. Okay, so why exactly indeed were you prisoned? We kind of know this, but fine. I tried to help a lady, and kindly she did not take to it. Lady of Pain, you tried to help her, says Grace. My offering of help was unwelcome. I tried to set her free. Sigil is the cage. A seat of doors and locks is a prison for her. It must be, mustn't it be? Why else call it City of Sigil the Cage? And who is Cage? The lady. A prison so small for one so great, unjustness, wrongness, intolerable to torment a woman thusly. And Mort thinks, and he... I think I know who should be in a cage. Well, she is. I tried to break the cage, let the lady go free. Shoo shoo, oh pained woman, let Sigil's ring be broken, so you might fly far from its filthy streets on the stupid dabbas that dare not speak in words for fear their thoughts would be overheard. And indeed, she stops her shooing motion. Okay, go on. Before I could finish, I found myself here. My memory's none the better for the trip. Much has slipped away, much regarding, yes, it was, or is, or was. The dwindling of memory has become a comfort to these old bones. Much have I forgotten. I'm fortunate in that I still remember you. Say, but why did you do that? And I resent anyone, even a power, being imprisoned, and think that everyone, whether stones, shores, or quiet-bladed ladies, should be free. Some have said, more fool I. Why risk such a thing, they said. And, okay. I could say that, or lie, and say I think you did the right thing. I mean, I don't know enough about the lady to say that she should be caged. Okay. And indeed, let's go here. Is that what you were trying to do when I met you so long ago? Were you trying to set me free by any chance? Quite possibly, possibly quite. Life's change and fear of death may have gripped too tightly on the man I knew then. No liking for chains and cages does Ravel have, so indeed I might have been chained in some way, or caged. And is your memory stirring now? Yes, it might be. Okay, and her black-green eyes become duller, as if struck by a weapon. Indeed, mayhap you were trapped. There was no normal cage that held you, but what could have held me? Or held me? I have forgotten, mayhap a promise. No. And the fingers ties around the grey hair, and indeed a snap of twig breaking. Indeed, a trickle of black bloodworms beneath her skull cap. Ooh, that's weird. Oh, that's something I should have done, yes. No more will I say. And her face wrinkles in pain, and talon covered the bloody tipped grey hair. And I do not know, and now no knowing shall I share. And she stares down at the grey hair wrapped around her talon, then she hisses and flicks it to you. Take this and leave the past where it lies, half man, and I've got a bit of her hair. Okay. So, very well. That was a good path to go down. And indeed, Could you tell me some, or rather teach me some magic, perhaps? Because I am a mage in this life. Does Ravel know the art? Is your mind gone away for the mortality? I think all up and lost. I've forgotten more of the art than you shall ever know. Well, can you teach me some then? Okay. Mayhap I could be persuaded by one such as you, though any other would not have such a chance, nor the boon I offer. Are you a rudimentary student in the arts, or am I facing a tried, true, and tired master? Yeah, there's more here as well. I really couldn't say. I seem to be alternately complimented and ridiculed for my efforts. Or... No, we're okay. I'm just gonna say, without a beautiful Ravel here, I'm a master in the arts. Very well. She bought that. Much have I learned tending this garden, charms and incantations distilled from the barbs. And she begins to hum here. Rhymings, swaying ways of the consonants, constants, and motions that brings the briars to your aid. I'll listen to the branch will speak of it. Okay, as I close my eyes and listen, a great trembling passes through you, as if dozens of barbed snakes were burning beneath your flesh. Just when you think the pain is more than you can bear, you suddenly, instinctively, begin to humming, it seemed cute as Ravel did. And in the distance of the maze, you can hear the clicking of tree creatures as if responding to your call. Ooh, and we're going to be able to, like, summon these things that we've been fighting. And such power! It touches all that hear it. You are powerful, my precious man, so powerful. One day even the plains may bend to your will. Well, I actually don't really... Well, you know what I do? Yes, the day the plains bend to me is not long in coming. The more my memories return, so shall my power grow until none shall stop me. For I am my own god, etc., etc. Well, okay. A number of black barb seeds she's holding out here. Take those seeds, use them as you will, and to this I grant an additional boon. And a hair from her head. Okay, and she takes a handful of seeds, places them in her palm, and crushes them. Some trail of blackish blood. And no wound, but a necklace of black barbs. Cool. Take this, it is of me, and it will serve you well.
Updated my journal.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Save those seeds, precious man. Use not all of them, for they may prove more useful in other places in this maze. But if powerful you are, these will serve you well. Okay. I think I'm done. And I shall leave you. Hold, she says. The most important questions you have yet to ask, my precious man. Has it occurred to you yet? And indeed, I do not know how to leave this place. Do you actually know this? I know the branchings of this place, the twistings and bendings and burrowings. But there are no leaves here. One may take their leave when they wish it. So do you know how to leave? Wrap your hands about you like branches, make them encircle your chest like a cage. Step from the edge of the maze into the darkness and into another cage your body shall go. A simple leaving, but there is no return when that final step is taken, so take heed and take what you need before to take the step. Okay, which of the edges of the maze do I leave by then? Which? A question posed by the witch. Which? One of the edges knows, not I. The remembering of which has failed me, and the edges of the maze have had little to say on the matter. So indeed, you've known how to leave all the same time, and why didn't you? Why stay when one can leave is your question to me. I turn the question upon its head and send it scurrying back to you. The answer lies not in the staying or leaving, but in the causes and reasons, my precious half-man, so apparently you don't want to leave. It is a want, a once want, but not a now want, and more a knotted want. What do I need that lies beyond my brabbled walls? It is a cruel, jagged world beyond the edges of this maze, and Ravel has pulled enough of its shards from her skin. Well, you have indeed done me a great service, and thanks for hearing my request, etc., etc. And, it is I who thanks you, my precious man. Long has it been since such sweet flattery has been brought to this maze. I wish to grant you a boon, my songbird. Okay, fine. Then listen to me, close your eyes, and I shall let you see the nature of the multiverse. So that's a pretty tall order, but okay, fine. even more experience points. You close your eyes, and as you do, you feel a sharp stabbing pain in your right eye. Oh, this is bad, right? Your eye, one of your eyes, opens, and you see Ravel before you, her blood-red eyes gleaming with delight. One of her talons is extended and is tipped with your blood in an eyeball. Yours. Oh. Did you just take my eye? A boon I've granted, songbird, a twist of perception, a tap into the branches of the mind, a tap into the roots of Ravel's knowing. Have I granted you a piece of me? She takes the eyeball and watches in disgust as she pulls forth a black seed and places them both in her left palm. And she crushes both of them with a sickening crunch. Well, I want it back. Of course, precious man. And she opens her palm and your eye lies there, seemingly untouched, staring at you. She places it between her thumb and the forefinger, then before you can react, she stabs it into your empty eye socket. And
Updated my journal.
a piece of me lies in your good eye, precious man. When you see the place around that, through that eye, you will understand more than you once did. Wiser you will be, and more experience in the planes and the turnings will you understand. That is all. Well, you know, wow, we're not out of it yet. As you're about to utter your farewell, you suddenly feel a crawling sensation in your skull, and you notice that Ravel's black veined eyes have taken on a strange predatory fire. Oh, are we gonna have to fight her now? Oh, is she gonna fight me? If I die now and have to go through all of this again, I'm gonna be a bit annoyed. Well, okay, I'm gonna try and leave it peacefully. Well, so you say. And one final question do I have for you. Do you wish to leave me, my precious half-man? Well, fair Ravel, you've helped me when I came to you so long ago, and you have done so again. I shall not forget what you've done, but I must leave. I have to know more about myself. And I have to, it is more important to find out all I can about myself. And I do not wish to be trapped here. I don't wish to be trapped. I'm just going to say the first one. I'm going to be nice. I have a high charisma, so I could succeed here. Well, there's a terrible shimmering in the air around Ravel, and the sound of snapping twigs and crackling tree limbs. And they are bending and splintering. Oh, this is bad. And her lips peel back and her voice becomes shrill. What do you know of knowing, half-man? Know this. Know you will stay here until the end of days. In my brambled garden, never to leave. And you shall love me. You were meant as you promised. Ooh, have I promised that? And indeed, I can just be a little bit dismissive here. And no, don't threaten me. I will leave. And I shall not let you leave. I have the power to keep you here, and I shall use it. My Blackboard Mace shall not allow you to travel beyond it while I live. Oh, bugger. Okay, I don't want to fight you. Don't do this. That's a good start. Allow me passage, and I shall return to visit you. You need not be alone in this place. Let's try this. Return. Return as you claimed you would so long ago. No, you shall not lie to Ravel twice. No more centuries will I wait for you. The lips peel back and the talents seem to grow. Here in my garden you will stay, and of wonder the place you will know longer. No. Calm down.
Your place, half-man. Humility is in order.
I am gonna try. I'm gonna keep trying here. I do want to be able to solve this peacefully.
Updated my journal.
Oh. What happens? Okay. Are we gonna actually fight, or are we gonna... Are we actually gonna fight? Or is it gonna be a cutscene? Oh. So she just gets to prepare, is she? That's not fair. Okay. We are gonna fight her, I guess. Let's handle some some level ups, and I should have figured this out, I guess, and healed myself a little bit. Right, more spell memorizations, pointless, but more fighter stuff. +1 to edge weapon, very, very useful. This is it both fighter and thief, or is it... Wasn't it thief last time as well? Maybe it wasn't. I'm gonna get open doors up to 95. Detect traps. Let's just go open doors, max that out. And Fall from Grace has now leveled up. I mean, this is not really gonna help me at all. Where is it here? Priest. You can now have what? You can have another one of these. And also another cure serious wounds. So what did I get? Let's start there. I have the black barbed charm. A string of black barbed seeds linked together by one of Ravel's long gray hairs. This is one of Ravel's improvised charms. When the strings of seeds is sliced in the right spot, the necklace unravels around the caster, surrounding the user with a black barbed shield that will help protect them from attacks and will also damage anyone attempting to harm the caster. And a black barbed seed that I can copy, but we also have more. Malevolent seed containing a portion of the black barbed mace, etc. And also Ravel's gray here. So what do I do here? What is the solution here? We have more over here as well.
Alright.
Well, first of all, we're just gonna run. We're just gonna run the hell out of here. I am gonna do this. I've saved an abyssal pipe for this very, very moment. An abyssal pipe, sort of in this general direction, please. Here we go. A bit of a cloud kill on all of you over here. Hopefully I don't kill myself. There we go. Awesome! Abyssal pipe for the win. And that is all gone. Let's see how much is left. Let's attack Ravel Puzzlewell. Oh, she does the barbed shield as well, does she? It feels like she's the most important one to deal with. Let's do a bit of a spell. And what if you also do a spell? What if you actually do a blessing here? And what if I run away? If I can. I am unable to run away, apparently. Move up and move down. Kill, 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 kill. I can probably do another one of these. And Ravel Puzzlewell is dead. There we go. That wasn't so hard. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, that's... Those are new ones. Those are new ones indeed. And yes, they do spawn in one of each locations. Ooh, 2 of them there. And apparently there's another portal down there and another portal down there. There's a lot of portals. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, isn't there? Oh, what are you fighting? Oh, are you sort of my companion then? Wow, okay. What does the map say, by the way? There it just says entrance. Okay, what's going on here?
Alright.
Yeah, okay, so these are actually following me around. Stop with that. Kill this one. There we go. Right. I do seem to have these on my side for some reason. Don't know why, but sure. Yeah, this episode turned out to be a little bit long, but I've been here basically all like 1 hour and a half just talking to her basically, so that's fun. Right. Oh, there's gonna be... Oh, god damn it. We're just gonna have to fight these now? Really? Is that what's gonna happen? You know what? I'm just gonna pause. Can I even quick... Yeah, I can quick save. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna pause the game and we're gonna, you know, keep going in the next episode. Right, we have finally found Ravel Puzzlewell and she's dead. What did we find? A whole bunch of things. Yeah, she had sort of the same thing. Well, I'll give that all of that a look in the beginning of the next episode, and then we're gonna have to find a diva apparently who seems to know more about my mortality. So this was obviously not at all close to the ending, I guess. Oh bugger. Well, we're gonna see where this game takes us in the next episode. For now though, this has been Ghostsmith Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.